and there are few stadiums better equipped than White Hart Lane when it comes to staging the big occasion. The fans packed inside this famous ground have paid over £90,000 in gate receipts to watch the match, and they're looking forward to a battle which many people think will be determined in midfield, where Glenn Hoddle, the Spurs thoroughbred, has been past fit to play, and where Terry McDermott of Liverpool is enjoying his best season with 15 goals so far, and where Osvaldo Ardiles is another candidate for one of the Footballer of the Year awards. Liverpool's Graham Souness, who left Spurs because he was homesick, is keen to renew his rivalry with his old club, and also with Terry Yorath, the Tottenham inspiration, who plays with a broken toe and a suspension pending. The team news: Spurs are unchanged. Ricky Villa, wearing number 4, had one of his best games for them against Leeds last week, and 19 years old Mark Falco at number 8 has scored the winning goal in the last 2 Tottenham matches against Coventry and Leeds. Liverpool field the team which beat Everton in last week's Merseyside derby, with David Johnson, 21 goals this season, starting the match at number 9, and David Fairclough on the substitutes bench. And the flag flying at half-mast, because today, with all the players wearing black armbands, we remember Mr. Alan Hardacre, who passed away this week, the Director General of the Football League. The referee is Pat Partridge, who took charge of Spurs matches against Manchester United in the 3rd round. Spurs, who kick off wearing white shirts, have only once this season failed to score in a home match, and Liverpool have yet to concede a goal in the FA Cup. That was Ardiles, wearing number 7, and there's his Argentine colleague Ricky Villa, beaten by Case, got it back. Terry Yorath's wearing number 11, and immediately the first brush between him and Souness, and Johnson turned on Yorath. Perryman, McAllister, number 5. Header by Hansen. Now it's Souness. Oh, nicely done, McDermott. Typical Liverpool, that, and so's that. David Johnson is the runner on the far side with Miller. Behind him is Jimmy Case. They've got 2 in the box. That's Casey's shot. It hit Yorath, who's trying to save the corner. Oh, McDermott got a touch on the cross, so that's a goal kick. And David Johnson there made that possible by making the initial run down the right-hand side. When Yorath went across, Johnson, the ball bounced back off him, and McDermott wide of the near post. Hoddle had seen that coming. Hoddle again. Pratt. Here's Falco. Ardiles. And that's going to be a corner to Spurs. And listen to the crowd now. Armstrong. Spurs with 3 players coming in from the far post. But Ray Clement's so experienced. Liverpool's turn to look menacing. Johnson. Case. Phil Neal. Yorath. Ardiles. Oh dear, McDermott. What a try! Oh! McDermott has done it again! Another magnificent goal from the man who could well be one of the Footballers of the Year. And it took Harry Danes of Tottenham by surprise. But what can you do with a shot like that? Ardiles just played the ball a little bit short when he was defending. And when it came to McDermott, he let one fly. And fly it did. Right into the top corner of the net, furthest from him. And that's his 16th goal of the season. And Spurs go 1 down to the man who scored both goals at Anfield when they lost 2-1 in the league in November, Terry McDermott. Ray Kennedy, McDermott. Johnson started a run in the inside left position, but it wasn't on, so here's Case. Now McDermott. Dalglish is pulled wide beyond McAllister, and here's Dalglish. He's right in on Danes, who cut the space down well. And it was a let-off for Tottenham. Having said that, full marks to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper cut down the space. Dalglish not given the room to push his shot past him. On by Armstrong, and Clements didn't come. Just for a moment there was hesitation, and Thompson was waiting for Clements to come, and he didn't for once, and Falco nearly sneaked in. It was the first misunderstanding between Clements and his defenders that we've seen. Oh, and Liverpool will have a man over if Tottenham give the ball away too often there, with only 3 at the back. It's Yorith again. Hansen, Case. Miller coming in rather high. Oh, and McDermott began a run then. And Dalglish as well. They've caught Tottenham 3 against 3. Johnson unmarked on the far post. Still Dalglish. Pulls it back for Phil Neal. And here's Johnson, still unmarked. And a good save by Barry Daines. Johnson hung around on the far post long enough for Liverpool to find him. On by Armstrong. Here's Falco. Got to watch the offside there, but here's Hoddle. Away by Thompson. Falco. Souness. Ardiles, referee in the way. Still Ardiles. Hoddle. Promising for Tottenham this. Well, he's scored some remarkable goals this season from some remarkable positions. But Ray Clements was equal to that. Phil Neal's header. Yorith again. Ball still bobbing around quite dangerously, but Liverpool again clear. And look at this, 3 against 3. And the foul by John Pratt on Jimmy Case, as Liverpool broke dangerously. The referee says carry on. Johnson. This is McDermott with Miller coming over. Oh, and Souness in the way of the back pass. Pulls it back, Dalglish. Oh! Of all people to miss from there, Kenny Dalglish. And he can't believe how he got that over the bar, and neither can the crowd. Miller will feel relieved. My word, what a dangerous pass back it was. Intercepted by Souness, who put the ball on a plate for Dalglish. And even the great players can miss them. Injury time here. Spurs a goal down. Is there time yet? Yorith. Houghton. Hoddle. Offside. And the referee's blown for time anyway. And Liverpool raise their arms because they're in the FA Cup semi-final for the 3rd time in 4 years. And they haven't even conceded a goal so far in this season's competition. This was Liverpool showing their supreme teamwork, their utter and complete understanding. A goal born out of sheer instinct by Terry McDermott, but a side so totally capable of containing Tottenham after that, and indeed restricting Spurs to the very minimum of scoring opportunities. Tottenham had Villiers taken off early in the match injured, but frankly, Liverpool created the best chances in the second half, and the final score is Spurs 0, Liverpool 1.
Well, Terry, we're standing just about on the spot where, or you are anyway, very near the spot where you scored the goal from. How far out do you think you were?
I've not a clue, to be honest with you. All I can remember, I know it was a fair distance. The ball's come through to me from, I think it was over the Ardiles, and I flicked it up. I'm not too sure if I meant it or not. And I just hit it, to be honest. And some time to go in, some time to go over the top, but fortunately today it went in.
You make a habit of it, don't you? Because on the semi-final match of the day, what was it, against Everton 3 years ago?
That's right, aye. And especially when you come, every time you come, I seem to do well, so I'm looking forward. After the Charity Shield, I said that, yeah, and I'm saying it again to you today.
Well, I had to check with you today before the match how many you'd actually scored this season. That's 16, isn't it?
Well, I hope. Well, I've no idea. You were saying to me before the match, as you say, but I don't know. I just said, yeah, you know, and as many as possible. I don't keep count, to be honest with you.
But your best season as a goal scorer, surely?
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Last year, I was getting in the same positions, doing exactly the same thing, but the goalkeepers making great saves. They were hitting the bar, the post and whatever. But this year they're going in. Why, I don't know. But I'm not complaining.
Somebody told me that before the season started, you and Graham Souness had a bet about who was going to score the most goals.
Yeah, actually, after the match in the dressing room, he come straight over to me before he got changed and said, there's your 25 quid. So I'm 25 quid the richer tonight.